Good morning. Good morning, Planet Shibboleth. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibboleth Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm going to give it a few seconds for people to pop on here. I'm looking forward to another great day today. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning. When you guys pop on here this morning, if you will type in good morning and tell us where you're watching this broadcast from. We reach anybody with an internet access all over the world, so I love to see where you are watching the broadcast from, and you might make a special connection with somebody in your town that you did not know. This morning, we're going to talk about not being conformed to this world. And so yesterday I had another busy day. I had a busy day Monday and a busy day Tuesday. Today is a little less busy, which is okay. And when I say less busy, it just means less driving around in my car to different places. I still have lots of office work to do. So, but I have an eye doctor appointment this morning at 8:45. Good morning, Lisa. And I am so excited about that eye doctor appointment because I didn't get glasses last year, even though I really needed them, because you know how they only give you one set of frames in a year? I chose to get sunglasses last year. So I am so excited about going to the eye doctor this morning and getting my prescription updated. I'm hoping that I can see better after this. Good morning, Tyra. Good morning. And you guys, if you don't mind, if you'll just hit the share button and share this, it'll help people that you're friends with see what Shibboleth is about, and it'll also give them a devotion this morning for their life. Even if they're not Shibboleth members, we can all use a word from the Word of God. So today we're going to talk about not being conformed to this world. And you know, television, movie stars, and advertising companies, they all want us to conform. They want to sell us something and they want us to conform. So we don't have to be conformed to this world though. So this morning I got my water in my cup right over there. I've had some vitamins this morning. I like these Vitamins Plus Pro. So I've had my vitamins this morning. I've already eaten breakfast. I had some whole eggs, and then, which is a category 4 on our lifestyle, and then, which is a protein plus fat. Then I had a Sara Lee delightful 45 calorie slice of bread. I toasted it, and then I had a piece of American 2% singles as a condiment. So that was a category 4 plus 2 plus condiment, and I am full and enjoyed my breakfast very, very much. Today's January 15th, 2020, and I might have told you guys this week. Sometime I talk to so many people in a week, I can't remember what I've said to who. Good morning, Brenda. Y'all tell me good morning when you pop on, and please share for me. But I see my life as a game because I like games, and it's a good way for me to look at my life. Good morning, Bob. I know you're going to host a watch party or share for me. Thank you so much for doing that every day. But I look at my life as a game. I like games, so games are fun to play. And my game board of life is a 12-month calendar. And when it gets to be December 31st of 2020, I want to be winning the game. Now, I won big time last year. I won big time last year because I lost 50 pounds and I found Shibboleth. So I also found my ministry platform, which is sharing this lifestyle with you guys so that you can take care of your vessels for the Lord. So I'm thrilled about that. But in this year, 2020, it's a brand new game. I want to end the year winning the game. So today's January 15th, 2020. I'm 15 days into this 365-day game that I'm playing. And I've had 13 perfect days out of the 15. And I have two holidays coming up on January 25th and 26th. Because January 25th is my dad's birthday, so we are going to go to Birmingham, Alabama. Well, he lives in Pell City, Alabama, but we're going to go to Pell City and see him for his birthday. But I coordinated a Shibboleth. I'm taking the Shibby Show, which is this. I'm taking the Shibby Show on the road. So we're going to be at a church in Birmingham January 25th in the afternoon from 3 p.m. until 5 p.m., just sharing with you what Shibboleth is all about and answering any questions and just getting to know you, because really it's all about relationships. It really, really is. So then I'll spend the night with my mom, and we will come home on the 26th. So I have two holidays planned for them. So if there's ever anything that I think on a perfect day, oh man, I really want to eat that. You know what I do? I write it down on a note card. To eat on my holiday, I write it down. Now, when it gets to the holiday, I may not actually want that, but just the act of knowing I can have that in the future on a planned day, doing things very purposefully and mindfully helps me feel like I'm not missing out on that day, that I'm going to have a perfect day, which makes you feel so good and so satisfied with yourself, with your self-discipline when you have those perfect days. But I know that I can have a whatever I was wanting at the time on my holiday, and no problem. And I don't feel guilty about either one of my days. Perfect days, of course, I don't feel guilty, but holidays, don't feel guilty about those either. And whatever you do, please don't call them cheat days, because they are blessed days from the Lord, just like our perfect days are. We just need to have more perfect days than holidays in a year. Let me see who's on here. Good morning, Bob. Oh, he's starting a perfect day. That is awesome. Good morning, Brenda. Hey, Sherry. And good morning, Gina. Good morning. So I was blessed last night. I got to drive out to Cedartown with Miss Nikki Kyle, who's lost 87 pounds on Shibboleth, and her daughter's lost 50-something pounds, and her husband's lost 48 pounds. And I mean, that's almost 200 pounds lost right there. And that one family of three. And do you not know that has changed their life? Well, Nikki's excited about Shibboleth, and she is a Jesus-loving woman, and she invited her friends and her church friends to hear about it. So I got to go out there and talk to them about that last night, and it was so exciting. And then I have an appointment tonight with some local friends, and then tomorrow night I'll be in Calhoun sharing with Ginger Word and her friends. So I'm really, really excited about that. We've had a great time with Shibboleth this week. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Priscilla. Hey there. I saw Priscilla at an event last week. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. Okay, so today's verse, if y'all have not joined me yet, I kind of give you a verse each day, and then I do ask you to write it down. I ask you to write it down. Now, I write mine right now in this little index card thing. It's got a little O-ring there. Oh, whoever gave me that heart. I like hearts and likes. It's fun to do this program when you know it's helpful to people. And then it's got this little elastic band. This little elastic band goes up right there. I can put that in my purse, and you can keep that close by. And you can sit at a red light and pull that out and read it over yourself. Or if you're having a moment of disappointment or something's going on in your life, you can remember the things that you've read, the Lord's promises over you. And if we're not writing them down, then we are, I'm just saying writing down helps to learn them. Writing down helps to learn them. So if somebody will, you guys, if you will type in for me, Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. Romans 12:2. And you know, I'm going to use this flashlight here to read this better today, because I can't wait for my eye doctor appointment. I'm hoping I'll be able to see better. But do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Romans 12:2. So please type in Romans 12:2 for me. That way everybody will know that verse. If you go back and look at the past couple of days' comments on this video, then you'll see that I've written mine and I've posted it back in here for everybody to see. If you write yours, please do that too. Please post it back in here. And if you happen to be watching this video on replay because you don't catch it live, please type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. Shibboleth for his glory. So type that in on the replay. Hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. That will let me know that you have watched it on replay. So I'm going to read this little devotion to us today. And when it comes to Shibboleth and what we're trying to do for our bodies, you know, The world is always trying to sell us something. They're trying to sell us that we need appetizers with every meal, and then it's meal's not complete unless we have a dessert. So they're trying to sell us all sorts of kitchen gadgets and goodies, and they're trying to sell us the fastness of their fast food restaurant and their convenience. They're always selling us something. We have to determine that we are not going to be conformed to those things, that we're going to be conformed to what Jesus wants for us. So that's what I want you to think about today as I read this devotion. But if you guys haven't typed in Romans 12:2, please do that for me. If you've ever worked a potter's wheel, you know what it's like to shape something into an image. You start with a lump of clay, no form, no shape. Then you work it into something that will hold water or food, or into something beautiful to look at. To shape something into an image is a good thing when you're talking about a potter's wheel, but it's not always a good thing when you're talking about shaping people into a certain image. Take Janet's story. As a teen, she desperately wanted to fit in. She tried with the kids at church, but they didn't seem to notice her. I'm going to stop right there. My son didn't connect with the people at the church that we go to, and he connected with my neighbor's church. So I said, he wanted to go there. I said, fine, go, because I want him to go where he is feeling connected with the children of God. And he's going on a mission trip in May to Mexico. So I am thrilled about that. So sometimes you have to realize that your children are the Lord's and not always force them to go where you go to church. All of her would-be friends at school were from a rougher crowd, and she wanted their attention, whether it was good or bad. She started the acceptance game by joining them as they smoked cigarettes. From there, she moved to drinking, then drugs. Before long, she was hardly recognizable as the sweet kid she once had been. Why? Because she'd allowed those around her to squeeze her into their mold, to force her into their image. Sadly, she not only allowed it, but she wanted it. In the end, however, she did not like the person that she had become. Undoing years of molding took time and effort, but she finally worked herself into a better place, free and clean. She would be the first to tell you that trying to fit in wasn't worth it. In fact, it almost destroyed her. So if we stop and we think about this in relation to Shibboleth and eating habits, there's so many things that we're doing that are really kind of just destroying our body, the one body that we have, the one body that we have been gifted. He chose you. He chose you to be born before your parents ever thought about you. He knew that you were going to be here. So you are a person of purpose. You're a person of worth and value. Oh, please type in that. I am a person of value. I'm a person of value. The Lord had me in mind before my parents ever did, okay? So, but there are things on this earth that want to destroy us, and a lot of them have to do with how we choose to treat our body. So the Shibboleth, following the Shibboleth lifestyle helps us with that. But one of the things I wanted to say is she said it really wasn't worth it to fit in. How many of you who are Shibboleth members who are listening to this broadcast, because some of you guys that are listening aren't Shibboleth members, how many of you have had a holiday and said, well, dang, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it. So just keep that in mind. We just need to have way more perfect days than we have holidays. Excuse me. And the way that I look at that is on that calendar, on my Game of Life calendar, there's New Year's Day, there's Valentine's Day, there's a birthday for me, my family members, there's my special anniversary, there's Christmas, there's Thanksgiving, there's holidays on the calendar, but there's not 365 days of them. So we don't need to be eating like it's 365 days of holidays. So let me continue. Why do we want to be like others, to look like them, to act like them? Why do we allow ourselves to morph and transform into something when we're not even comfortable with it? Because there's an innate desire within us to be loved. We even do this in churches, don't we? We put on our happy faces and pretend that things are great, even when we're secretly hurting. And also that we can look like the happy-go-lucky Christian person who seems to have it all together. There is only one image that we should allow ourselves to be shaped into, and I think y'all know that. Whose image? I'm going to let y'all type it. Whose image should we allow ourselves to be shaped into? Whose image should we allow ourselves to be shaped into? Because there's only one. Y'all don't want to shape yourselves into my image. You don't shape yourselves into Travis's image or Jason's image. Thank you, Colleen. Jesus. Jesus Christ is the only person who we want to shape our image into being, okay? So he lives in us too. So when you are responsible, how many of you have ever been asked to watch over somebody else's house while they might be gone? When they're gone from their home, you take very, very good care of their home. Sometimes you might take care of their home better than you take care of your own home. Well, this is the home of Jesus. If you've asked him in to be your Lord and Savior, this is his home. And we need to take care of it. We need to take care of it like he expects us to, like he wants us to. And take care of it with the best things. You know, when they made the temple with the best products. They had gold and silver and everything that was high quality. It was made with the best. We're going to do the best for our bodies, the Lord's temple. But there's only one image that we should allow ourselves to be shaped into, and that's Christ's. When we submit ourselves to looking, acting, conforming to his will, the end result is a lot prettier and healthier and happier. So don't allow yourself to be squeezed into a mold that isn't meant for you. The Lord has something greater in mind for you. His mold is one of love, one that never makes you feel squeezed and always loves you feeling better in the end. Always leaves you feeling better in the end. So you guys, I enjoy talking to y'all so much here in the mornings. I hope you do too. So remember to share the broadcast. If you're watching on replay, please type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. And I came up with that hashtag because we choose to do this out of our own free will, because the Lord gave us free will. We choose to do this back to him for his glory. Shibboleth for his glory, because he gave this program to Travis to share it with us. I'm trying to share it with you, and it just makes us better people. So let's speak life over ourselves right now. I want you guys to be ready to type with me, and let's speak life. One of the things is I'm a person of value. So you guys type that in. But one of the things I want you to speak it out loud and type it. I am not patterned after this world. I am not patterned after this world. We do not have to follow SAD. Does anybody know what SAD is? SAD stands for the Standard American Diet. And it's sad that people are following it because it's hurting our country. It's hurting our people. So we do not have to follow SAD, the Standard American Diet. We do not have to be conformed to this world because people are trying to sell us something all the time. So I am not patterned after this world. You guys type that in. Then please type in, I am patterned after Christ. I am patterned after Christ. I am patterned after Christ. And when you're going throughout your day today, whatever you do, please capture any negative words that you were going to speak over yourself, capture any negative thoughts that you were thinking about yours, capture those thoughts, capture them, recognize them, and then say to yourself, this is not what the Lord would have me to say about myself. Forgive me, Lord, for thinking that about the gift that you have given me, the world. The world has given a gift of you to the world, and we need to appreciate that gift. Forgive me for that, Lord. And I'm going to turn those into positive words, and then you speak those words out loud, okay? So I'm going to see who else joined here. I know that I did not catch all the names, but I see, I'm going to try to do that real quick. Hey, good morning, Sandy and Latonia and Jana and Angie and Benita. You guys, thank you so much for typing in. I think Karen said that her comment was every time it isn't worth it. It's those holidays that you take that aren't worth it. That might have been what she's talking about. Latonia, let's see, Benita, Lisa, image of God, that's right. Sharon, good morning. Gina, Jane, good morning, my friend. I am valued. I am not pattern of this world. Thank you. Y'all, thank you so much for typing that in. Good morning, Wayne and Vicki Montgomery. And you guys, I love you very much. Hope you have a great and perfect Shibboleth day. I do hope that you write our verse today, Romans 12:2. Please write that verse and please post it back right here on this to encourage other people. Love you guys. Have a great day.